I not play when I small. The other way. Ah! Oh boy, today, guy, not blow. I know they advance. Probably dressing even. Me dressing, you not crazy. You see me? Yeah, not be every day your car, you're the child, you're the go straight to the. Sometimes first view me first, with the, assess me the other way. Ah, today I ready come. I want use calmness. They start. Make I feel the shirt, make the shirt enjoy me small before you know saying a Chris wearer. You understand? The shirt never know. The shirt is a better person. You understand? Posoko ayon na pepere. Ah, only this gate if it touch you. Your hand don't cut. Razor. You understand now? You think now God won't let me now go talk anyhow. No. I don't feel myself in. So yeah, my people, another they don't reach again for another strong boxes. They call Pararan Party. Pararan one of Africa. Agboko di Maggi, you know the first person to buy Maggi to take cook where you cook in hospital. And di Maggi no get Dave we money. Now see finish, now make good money turn half. I know so you supposed to greet me good morning. But if you don't see person finish, no money, nothing. You understand now? Everybody will go and say, Afana. They see you too, Afana. Nobody they greet you, but when you have substance, you understand now? Oh boy, the good money not be here. They have sweet good money. Oh, no pressure. We can't do. I mean the animal they waka like this. Let me say not the waka like that. Every time now they say go to the waka, go the kaka we follow body, because say you want to meet up with the appointment. I make they talk say that the appointment we God give goats. I make the shit waka because goats not the day one place to kaka. You understand? So they break and down. So today mock news is not a small mock news. It's a very large mock news. Anyway, I'm okay fine. I'm okay very room. I'm on get room. Oh, JJ. Yeah. Oh, the day I will take shift as title. And then it can't borrow. No time. We'll go straight because the news plenty today. No time. According to Matthew chapter 25 verse 30 something, Jesus Christ said, when I was naked, you give me clothes. When I was sick, you visited me. When I was in the car or the prison, so you came to me. What am I trying to say? According to some pastor, this guy where did my back so, now our brother. You see the way the guy fine, and I see the picture. But if I show Nana, I will fear. I know say everywhere hard for Africa, but this our brother need our help. Because even in the Bible, say, be your brother's keeper. Kidney, wahala. What did they do? This thing, Omori, like they do our brother. And a rich man sickness. This guy, family, everybody, they don't sell everything, finish. Even dog, they don't sell cockroach, rat, we did their ass, land, they don't sell. Juju, even Mary Cross, I share it just to make sure say do okay. So the money where they call when they wanted to do the transplant, which is the exchange rate, the money high, and our brother need our help. Maybe you don't promise a guy not go. Now Nigeria they wanted one more Abuja, so the guy say make I beg on now. Nothing is too small. Those of you who never watch, wait till they talk now. In case if they quit the sober, you know if you watch this thing. Regardez là-bas.
My body show. I beg. My name is Benjamin Numa Bojuto. I beg from last year, May. Now I find out I get kidney problem. So all those white since I thought they on a dialysis. So they do dialysis at least every two times in a week. But they are pay every meaningful data in Nigeria. I beg, may una help me. I want to do transplant. You know when the hospital they very big. So anybody go to them if you carry. I beg, I call on help. May una help me. I need to do the transplant because the body they go. I want to do the transplant for Abuja. On that side Nigeria for Abuja. Please, I need help. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Almost a back kick. If you wanna less like all those fly ball or less. So our brother need our help. Nothing is too small. I beg. More do. I'm not the first one now. Just if you touch your heart, because guy, we don't know what you go do us tomorrow. Not beside the threatening now. But guy, the way this kidney they go, so everybody now they fear. You understand? So I beg. Now the account, the direct account, now just be this. And a phone number. If you want to talk to her, everything they put her there. So nothing is too small. So I beg all Mock News fan, everywhere you day, I beg you now 1,000, we'll collect now 500, we'll collect now 1 million, we'll collect now $50,000. So anyone who na money rich, you understand? I'm gonna just put her there. It's now $100,000. So guy, $100,000, blessing on my account, they'll put her there. We go share. So I won't come up play. So I beg all Mock News fan. I know say things hard, but our brother need help. Nice one. But they go straight to that news no time. Those are for now where they always fight devil. Where they say devil they far. Oh yeah, now the thing is not far again. It's close by now. The thing does change now. Your wife can be your devil. Your husband can be your devil. Your children can be your devil. Now the thing don't change. What would they say? Trust, not trust anybody, not trust anybody. Oh yeah, now. My brother. The thing don't walk in there. One woman go meet native doctor say enough is enough. Say your husband get one shop. He say one make the native doctor do something, make the man poof. So that he will fit take the man store everything. Native doctor go say, this is the way you want to do so. You should say. He said yes. And he say ready. Say want to. I say the native doctor won't do it for him. They go another place. And the native doctor yes say they go another place. Now be all native doctor get evil mind though. Because he pastor, they talk about native doctor. Some of them, if you say, that the one pastor they talk. So native doctor of heart, clean pass some pastors. For the non. And the native doctor here, he shout Jesus. Now the Jesus God is saying, no, Jesus is supposed to call. Supposed to say, nah. You understand? Now the guy goes, oh, sorry. Go say, hey, nah. Now the native doctor says, okay, I will do it. Because many women go. From there, go radio station, go tell them, say, see what one of a client. One for your husband, see. Like the man, native doctor call woman. Woman call they repeat everything. No say they radio. Make people for the year. Those of them, regardez là-bas.
Ọjọ́ tí wúrẹ́ bá bímọ ti ọjọ́ náà nírin Olúgbòhùn dìde ó yẹ dàníyàn. Lórí Ahmed ọmọ Nuratu. Lórí Ahmed ọmọ Nuratu. Mo ń gbọ́ ya Olúgbòhùn dìde.
Lórí Ahmed ọmọ Nuratu.
Olúgbòhùn sọ ń gbọ́
o. Oni mi ṣe ń pè ẹ́ o.
Olúgbòhùn nítorí Ahmed ọkọ ọmọ Nuratu ló ń fi ń pè ọ́ o.
Torí Ahmed ọmọ Nuratu mi ṣe ń pè ẹ́.
Ó nítorí Ahmed ló ń fi ń pè ọ́ o.
Torí Ahmed ọmọ Nuratu mi ṣe ń pè o. Tó bá ti jáde síta báyìí, tóun jáde kí mọ́tò gbà kọ́kàdá gbà ó dẹ̀ gbàgbẹ́ fún. Torí Ahmed ọmọ Nuratu.
Àṣẹ o, àṣẹ Olúgbòhùn dìde, Olúgbòhùn dìde, Olúgbòhùn dìde.
Torí Ahmed ọmọ Nuratu mi ṣe ń pè o.
Kí lorúkọ rẹ, kí lorúkọ sọ pé ìwọ lágbájá ọmọ lágbájá ìyàwó rẹ ló ń pè lẹ́dàá rẹ̀ báyìí kó mọ jẹ́ ọ.
Èmi Medina ọmọ Kọ́hìndé mi ń pè ní ìyàwó rẹ̀ ni mi ń pè ìwé kí Ahmed ọmọ Nuratu.
Ìjáde tó jáde lọ́la yìí.
Ìjáde tó jáde lọ́la.
Ó yẹ sọ tẹ́fẹ́jọ́ ṣe ibo ní jáde lọ bó lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀ kí ọlọ́run lè dóde lọ́nà.
Ìjáde tó ó ń lọ sí iṣẹ́ ni ìjáde tó ń jáde lọ́la yìí kó jáde ló kú lọ́wọ́ ni kí mọ́tò gbà kó kú dànù.
Olúgbòhùn dìde, Olúgbòhùn dìde, Olúgbòhùn dìde.
Èmi Medina ọmọ Kọ́hìndé mi ń pòrí Ahmed ọmọ Nuratu tó bá jáde lọ́la báyìí kó jáde ló kú lọ́wọ́ ni.
Ṣé gbogbo ń tọ́ fẹ́ náà nù ni?
Kó kú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kán dẹ̀ máa ń mọ̀ pé èmi Medina ọmọ Nuratu kán máa ń mọ̀ pé àtọ̀dọ̀ mi báyìí ló ti wá kó má mọ̀ pé àtọ̀dọ̀ mi báyìí ló ti wá. Ibi iṣẹ́ wa leléyìí ní ìbájẹ́kẹ́ níbọ̀dí bá mi jà sí ṣọ́ọ̀bù ẹ̀ pé bóyá àwọn làwọn fẹ́ ṣe ní mẹ́dínà ọmọnára tó ń fẹ́ máa tajà ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù ẹ̀ tí ẹnikẹ́ni dẹ̀ lélẹ̀ kán má lè béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi pé èmi kí n máa ta wàràwàrà.
Olúgbòǹdìdé 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 Olúgbòǹdìdé.
Nǹkan tí mi fẹ́ nìyí.
Ṣé tó fẹ́ náà nu?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tọ́ ó ti rí bí o ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ọyìn mi láwo.
One brother, you dey see this life. Your best friend can be your worst enemy. Your worst enemy can be your best friend. So be vigilant. You understand that? All this kind of thing why they hear and I just had to sleep. My woman just dey do one can say, oh yeah, now where you dey go? Where you dey go? Where did it happen? You understand that? Guy, because now everybody they fear. You see life. This country, because of money, everybody want. They not even they fear again. Even me, I foul. If I move foul here like this, my body they do me one kind. But now human being on the what did they happen? Go straight to that news, no time. When Mohbad case come, whoa, now they drag Naira Marley, they drag Sam Larry. Why they turn and say where the person take proof? May they start investigation from there. Some of them they do now make us never get justice for that boy. So same thing now happen for South Africa. If you get children, you just they look them with one eye because some of the children now they be like devil. This woman born children 2 girls inside the children we born so. And they can go rent hitman. What do I mean by hitman? Somebody where they move people. The man can say, who na one move? They say na their mama. Wow, na one move na mama? Say because of insurance. So the man they can give her instruction where say as they go before you go move her, make fair dagara, make wear her, make fair ballad the mama first before you move her. Maybe like nah, you understand what I mean now? 2 children. Where the woman born will not be the one we go buy you. Where you both say adoption or you're we born pure roll na where we got a grab with mama oh do like this carry 9 months now the children so now do this thing to mama true the court one where police come investigate because yeah got to see now 2 girls now they do this one they don't arrest them now because of insurance money. Those of them watch how they talk
Dlamini, who was allegedly murdered by her 2 daughters, can't find closure until other suspects are arrested. It's alleged her daughters orchestrated the murder in order to get their hands on insurance money. Police are searching for a number of people who are of interest to the case. Newsroom Africa's Mweli Masilela has the details.
Wanta Dlamini's body was found dumped here after she went missing in early January. Police say she disappeared after visiting her daughter, Nonhlanhla Mathunywa, who is now in police custody. Mathunywa and her sister Penelope, who's also been apprehended, have allegedly confessed to the police that they killed their mother to claim insurance funds. The 2 allegedly told police that their mother was repeatedly raped by 2 of their friends before being strangled. Family members are utterly shocked.
It is heartbreaking to think that the very same woman that gave birth to you, and it's not like here we're speaking of a stepmother, we're speaking of their biological mother. It's when it comes to my side, it's because my mom, she was my everything. I didn't have a father, and she raised us as a single parent. So I don't know, but other times I just feel like crying non-stop.
She says she can never forgive her siblings.
Today, I don't have anyone. I can say I'm an orphan because of them. If they wanted money, why didn't they tell me? Because I was going to make a plan to give it to them. For them to do whatever they've done. I just hope God deals with them.
Police have urged members of the community to provide information that will help them to arrest the other suspects. They include the 2 men and a woman who committed fraud relating to the policy.
On the 3rd of January, there was an attempt on the life of the old lady, which of course, apparently, according to information that we've already gathered, is that her drink was spiked by an unknown substance. So that also is taken into cognizance. And again, we are looking into, when we investigate this issue, to explore our wings to check whether are we not dealing with a syndicate here.
The two will appear in court on the 5th of February.
Now be everybody that they tell everything now again. No. Even your own children now. That's all now. On eyes to pack. Raymond now. Because now everything now don't change for the world. This world don't change. If driver not move mercy, wife or children or husband, the thing now, the enemy not fight again now. This story touched me now. I say, no, I must read that for now. Make everybody stay vigilant. Now, because everybody the rate when they take the find money. My brother. Now before now, everybody use speaking for rich one. Nah. The man has shown in just that age. The devil leaves on children before some papa go wake up. They don't divide your hand, come on, go sell body pass. Time. Over we not get country at all. HB country. Things why they see what that country they do so. My brother, we need to talk to our country. I just then now they hear from news with them say, guy, all the immigrants don't too much for their area. He said those of now when one willingly, they're not the first you want to go back to your country. Say from 2026, they'll give you $35,000 or $34,000. Hey, okay, for you to go back home to your country. Now, what did they don't promise now? Immigrants. People they stay their country, we don't come for their country. We won't go back. They like go back to their country, but they don't get money, all those things. They'll give them $34,000. Watch how they talk.
Take the money and leave, please. The Swedish government is offering to pay immigrants $34,000 if they go back to their home country. The Conservative government's migration minister said that this is part of a paradigm shift in Sweden's migration policy. Migrants who leave voluntarily can apply for the $34,000 beginning in 2026. Now, that amount is 35 times higher than the existing grant, which has been in place since 1984. But officials say that it's relatively unknown and unused. For example, only one person used it last year. Emma Lufgren is a journalist and editor at the Local Sweden. She joins me tonight from the Swedish city of Malmö. It's good to have you with us, Emma. So who exactly qualifies for these $34,000?
Well, they haven't specified all the details yet, but if we take the current grant as an example, that's only available to refugees or people who are in Sweden because of some other reason of protection and their families. So, like, say, a German white-collar EU worker can't just go, I don't really fancy Stockholm, I'm heading back to Berlin, can I have some travel money, please? And the current grant is also only available to people who already have a residency permit. So you also can't come to Sweden and go, well, actually, I changed my mind, give me money, please. There are also, for the current grant, there are no restrictions on returning to Sweden after you've been given it, but you do lose your residency permit when you receive it. So if you want to return, you have to go through the same rather long-winded process again.
And do we know, Emma, is there broad popular support for this? I mean, $34,000, that's a lot of money.
Well, there hasn't been huge public debate about this particular issue yet. I mean, it's just one part of quite a lot of reforms that the government is pushing through on migration. Mm-hmm. And it's also not really clear what the impact would be in this case. Like, this specific reform probably wouldn't affect that many people, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, the numbers showed last year only one person actually got the grant money. It makes me wonder, what is the ultimate goal here? I mean, how many immigrants taking the money and leaving Sweden, how many of those would be considered success?
And the government actually do want to invest money also in informing people of this grant. But the inquiry that looked into this issue it estimated that a grant of 300, what is the number now? 350,000 kroner would increase this kind of re-emigration by 700 people a year. But it cautioned that it was very hard to say for sure. And the Sweden Democrats spokesperson on migration, he actually said that he believed that this was a low-ball figure, and there's quite a big pool of people who would potentially be interested. I'm not quite sure what the cutoff point is for success, but I don't think it's a wild guess to think that it would increase compared to today.
The government has promised to take a hard line on immigration. Is this move just for show? I mean, I guess I understand the argument, put your money where your mouth is here. Is that what the Swedish government is doing, in your opinion?
I mean, the government would presumably say that it's one part of the puzzle and every little bit helps. Like, the idea from the government's perspective is that a lot of people today aren't integrated, don't speak Swedish, don't have jobs, aren't really part of society, and maybe in a lot of cases would actually quite like to leave, but can't for various reasons. It's interesting, though, that the government-appointed inquiry on this actually rejected the idea. Normally, when the government launches an inquiry, it gets this quite clear directives, and you kind of assume it to go in the direction of what the government wants. This time, the inquiry was asked to study other countries and find methods that could increase the immigration of immigrants through cash incentives, and it just basically went, nope, can't be done. There are no such methods anywhere that work to that end. Now, the inquiry did say that if Sweden were to increase the grant, it would probably increase the number of voluntary returns to some extent, yield a small benefit to Sweden's public finances. But it said that the risks far outweigh the benefits, that an immigration grant would send a signal to the target group that they're not welcome in Sweden, which would harm their willingness to integrate, which it said could have consequences such as lower labour market participation, more crime among the immigrant groups that the grant targeted. And it basically advised the government not to do this, and even said that actually in future budgets for the migration agency, you should just stop funding this sort of thing entirely. Yeah, that's fascinating. It certainly gives new meaning to the term golden handshake, that's for sure.
34K. Sweden. I saw that girl money. Nigeria know they do all this kind of thing. In Nigeria, government you don't say they won't return immigrant people within Nigeria because the way Nigeria take food, so because blessing we shock for this country, 200 and something million people for this small country. Our president Lokoja say all the immigrants we won't go back to their countries, they will pay them $10,000. 10,000 too much. $5,000, my brother. Even Nigerians now they go take the money wrong. Oh boy, that's what we did get money. Nigeria try say 5,000. Those immigrants, Nigeria go surprising and Nigerians they take the money, they run, go another country, they go start like this way insecurity, everything, no peace. Shy. So if you get person where this we did, they tell you say, I never make, I never do, just wait. 2026, tell me go collect the money. You know how much be that? Over 50 million plus. That be that too. It takes a bore you come and you go there. They don't know say that money they do send off for you for Sweden. Okay, man. All this Nigerian law we will get here. If now we take fight corruption, oh yeah, now we are not going anywhere. Cause if Vietnam. This woman wey dey my back, so hush puppy dey learn. All those one dey hate hush puppy. Oh, the guy now show as I dey do. Hush puppy no sabi do yahoo. Hush puppy dey learn and Nini not do anything. Oh boy, now this woman be. Oh, for a country, they know they get bank. This woman na real estate they do. From real estate, because they make money, they do things from there. Because they use people name. From bank that I use like this. People will visit another person, I get that they don't know that the same woman. Now there is scam bank over $44 billion. Oh no, 44 billion. Where they could start to do investigation. Oh boy. People will court full. Everywhere. If you see evidence, it pass will be on. Or those will be rubber when they carry boss, we carry go court that time. Now they take this woman on go. Judge everybody. Husband, 6 years, I be 7 years. He needs 16 years. The woman and they sentence her to because of waiting, corruption. They sentence her to. They won't even shock her or they will use what or in even wood or 4x4. They won't take whip her because of the corruption too much. Those will never wash her.
There are some crimes Vietnam takes so seriously that if you're found guilty of them, you might die. Murder, rape, drug trafficking. Vietnam has some of the toughest drug laws in the world. But fraud and embezzlement, some white-collar crimes, are also punishable by death. And this woman, this billionaire, has just been sentenced to die.
Vietnamese billionaire Trong My Lan has been sentenced to death for fraud.
67-year-old Trong My Lan was found guilty of embezzlement, bribing state officials and violating bank lending regulations. It's been described as one of the greatest bank frauds in history.
Her crime, siphoning from one of the country's largest banks hundreds of trillions of dong. That's the local currency, worth close to $17 billion Canadian. That's big. Like, forget Theranos, forget FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. This is bigger. The amount of financial damage she's alleged to have caused is equal to about 6% of the entire country's GDP. And what I didn't realize about this story at first is that her conviction is actually part of a much bigger story about how one of the fastest growing economies in Asia, some experts call Vietnam the next China, how it's grappling with a mountain of white-collar crime that could threaten everything. The crimes of Trong My Lan have been called one of the greatest bank frauds the world has ever seen. She was just found guilty of embezzlement, bribery, violating all kinds of banking rules. But how did she do it? How did she steal billions of dollars? Well, it starts with a bank Lan actually helped to create. 3 banks strapped for cash merged into one with her oversight to create the Saigon Commercial Bank. Now, she didn't own the bank. There's actually a Vietnamese law that prohibits any individual from owning more than 5% of a bank's shares. So, according to prosecutors, she very much faked her way into near complete ownership. Hundreds of shell companies and people acting as proxies on her behalf, altogether buying more than just a controlling interest in the bank. By the end, Trong My Lan owned more than 90% of Saigon Commercial Bank. And when you control 90% of a bank, you control its money. The accusation was that Lan appointed her own people as managers, who then went on to approve the equivalent of about $60 billion Canadian in loans to all these shell companies that she had set up. Those loans added up to about 93% of all the bank's lending.
This is the largest case of corruption in Vietnamese history. It's arguably the largest case of corruption in history.
How did she do this without anyone knowing? Well, that's the other problem. People did know. For example, her driver was accused of pulling out billions of dollars from the bank in cash over a 3-year period to store in Lan's basement. Lan was accused of paying bribes, sometimes millions of dollars at a time, to keep things quiet. In all, more than 80 people were tried and convicted on charges ranging from bribery to abuse of power in connection with this epic decade-long scheme. Lan's husband got 9 years in jail, her niece 17 years, and a senior bank inspector who turned a blind eye, life in prison.
The scale of this corruptions case is quite significant. It is not only, Chung My Lan herself as a real estate tycoon, but also along with 84 associates and over 2,400 witnesses and experts, have been called.
The victims in all of this? All those people who bought bonds from the bank, hoping to earn a little interest down the road, but who may now get very little, if anything, back. Police identified around 42,000 victims, and This is where we get to the heart of the story. The reason Vietnam's leaders want so desperately to make an example of Lan. The defendant's actions, read the judge's verdict, eroded people's trust in the leadership of the Communist Party and state.
The Communist Party leadership has built its legitimacy upon economic performance or performance more broadly, right? And the fact that corruption has been so rampant, so widespread, directly challenges its claim to this performance-based legitimacy.
Historically, corruption has been a real problem in Vietnam. One survey by the UN asked thousands of Vietnamese citizens about how corruption affects their day-to-day. 40% of farmers interviewed said they had to bribe someone for a land use certificate. 40%. A third of people said a bribe was necessary for medical care, and 40% of people said bribes were necessary at school.
It is a widely accepted feature, not a bug, of many systems, including the Vietnamese system. That stuff is accepted societally, not just in Vietnam, but in many parts of the world. But there is a clear difference between that and the egregious mass graft that we see in the high-profile cases under this Blazing Furnace campaign.
We've seen a slew of headlines recently about bribery and abuse of power during the height of the pandemic, when a flood of Vietnamese citizens abroad who were suddenly stranded raced to get home to Vietnam across a border that was all but locked down. There was good money to be paid for the privilege of catching a flight home. 25 officials were found to have accepted bribes, totaling about $10 million Canadian. And it wasn't just low-level civil servants getting swept up in that scandal over repatriation flights. Who was allowed to operate them, who was allowed to board them. The deputy foreign minister was involved too, and sentenced to 16 years in jail. For almost 10 years now, the current leader of Vietnam, Communist Party Secretary General Nguyen Phu Trong, he's made rooting out corruption a matter of political survival.
If you look at Vietnam's current political climate, what we see instead is a period of high degree of political fluctuation, a high degree of political factionalism. That, in fact, can really cause the question how stable politically Vietnam is.
Much of Trong's reputation is built around this campaign called Blazing Furnace, cracking down on corruption. To date, 2 presidents and 2 deputy prime ministers have been forced to resign. Hundreds of officials either disciplined or jailed.
Vietnam's second president in just over a year has quit. Vo Van Thong, the youngest president in the country's history, took charge last March after the sudden dismissal of his predecessor over corruption charges.
According to one research group, over the past decade, nearly 200,000 party members, including 36 Central Committee members and 50 military and police generals, have been disciplined. Trong My Lan, sentenced to die for looting billions from a big bank, she is just the latest casualty in a much broader war, and at a very peculiar time. I mentioned earlier how Vietnam is sometimes called the next China. Well, just look at its GDP numbers alone. In 2019, $334 billion. That was an increase of 8% over the previous year, 2018. In 2020, up 4% from the previous year. 2021, up 6%. 2022, up 12%. And most recently, 2023, up 5%. Vietnam has also attracted big foreign investment. Apple and its suppliers, for example, have looked for alternatives to manufacturing in China. So companies like Foxconn, which makes iPhones and iPads, are building factories and hiring tens of thousands of people at a time in Vietnam.
They benefit in a lot of ways. They benefit from cheaper labor in some of these countries that they're moving to. They benefit from being insulated from some of the geopolitical tensions that come with operating in China and continuing to expand in China.
But with more wealth flowing, the more money you need to keep things moving. This is Vietnam's predicament. How to tamp down on corruption, on a society that has had corrupt practices rooted in for so long without grinding everything to a halt.
The anti-corruption campaign has been so widespread, and perhaps that's because corruption was so widespread, but it's been so widespread that it has now provoked an atmosphere of fear, not just among Vietnamese business people and foreign investors, but also among Vietnamese bureaucrats. Everybody seems afraid to make decisions lest they be caught up for bad behavior. And so red tape has become just huge. It has immobilized decision making. And so many projects that were supposed to be underway are just going nowhere fast.
Vietnam's so-called trial of the century, which may result in the death of a billionaire, is, in a lot of ways, just the beginning of a much longer story. For one, she plans to appeal, so her case isn't done yet. But she will likely not be the last prominent person to go on trial.
So get baby face like this, so a criminal. These white collar criminals now they cause all the atrocity within Nigeria. The day office, the thief, and they'll see get lawyer where they stand for them and even they pay me. If law not there's anything corruption, people see the proof. Nigeria will not go good though. Because the only thing where the warriors are corruption. The way we they do say bandit sentenced to death or like this, we need people where they thief government money. Maybe they do the like that so that everybody could buckle up. Those way that they use their name, take the open bank, open multiple accounts, do like all of them. That will not be firing squad, fire for fire. I can't side. If you not do like that, this is how they say we get law where they govern. My brother, the thing not the work, that they buy law, all the judge, everything. See what this woman do. Now the same thing that they do for Nigeria here. The same format. You see governor, wife, account, share start. Like saying a Bobby. Governor, picking account. He bear everywhere full. Their cousin, their brother, they are like this. EFCC go see them, do like that. You all bribe them, they also say, okay, now we. Now we do so. Corruption like this square Nigeria. We not go change tire until law work for Nigeria. Don't say sentence. They not look the woman face. Don't go straight to other new. I don't even know where I want pass. If you know say you dey leave money for accountant, those of una wey get church, you better dey look am well. Hey, most of these accountants, EORI collector, they do undo. One guy don thief 40,000 Ghana cedis, an accountant for church. They go dey see their church money dey sharing. They go dey say accountant. My boy go na be Roman one wetin make money no dey move well. When they come go do investigation, the guy don't move over 4 million naira from the church account. If I call the church name, I will fear somebody with the good church. He no first fear God. Then, una no get the church. Ghana police church. Guy, people they thief sha. The whole police money with God money. Now this guy thief 4 million. Wait till you use money do. Say use and play bet. Use God and Ghana police money to play bet. Africa people don't know what you want to eat. I don't know where you say they get mind. God money and police money. You use and play bet. Say so you don't win the money. Now they don't sentence her to 2 years in prison. Ghana not the waste time. For 4 million. 4 million. He don't go prison. 2 years. Those of them ever watch him.
What's on the big issue yesterday was Selom Adonu. Accountant jailed 2 years for stealing Ghana police church money. Actually, no, make it make sense. Of all the places you could steal.
Ghana police church.
Charlie, Ghana police.
Like you know where you're going and you're stealing from them.
No, some people have some different kind of courage.
He has a gut.
Wow.
His guts. He has guts.
So he's been jailed 2 years for stealing Ghana police church money. And also here, voted.
They never wait say, to forgive is divine. God, they tell us, leave. They tell God, say, they want place. Ghana not they play with. Any small thing you don't reach there. All this kind of thing we need to do here. Any small thing you leave, na mistake, na devil, na. Una don't use devil to lie for this country. Even devil now say he don't fear this country. Any small thing na devil and devil hard work. Your bad character and devil. This one na devil because they don't use religion to enter our head. Any small thing live I no go do am again. Yeah. So when you start to pay, no go there so that another person no go do am. We dey sorry na criminal kidnappers dey for everywhere. This one live and forgive, you know they forgive. Don't go straight to other news. This case of this boy wey poof that girl, the case sef me sef I don confuse because na two things now na this boy dey talk. Those of una no understand the case why they talk of one university where the boy deceive God completed, poof and hide down, collect 300K from mama like say na kidnapping. Later on, the tracer enter the bet. When I don't hear the story, let me just put that fast. If you collect money from betting this thing, from there they call betting company, they call close. So only 100K now if you come out from the 300 before they call track and catch the boy. Those of you remember here waiting they talk. Oh yeah,
Parading the suspect at the police headquarters in Lokoja, the police public relations officer SP William Aya noted that the prime suspect Jeremiah Paul lured the deceased to the bush and killed her for money ritual.
And the suspect actually confessed to us that on 4th of September, he met the deceased Abigail Adamelola and he lured her. At first, he pretended as if he told her he liked her, and which at the process, after much talking, he lured her into an apartment. And before then, he gave her a drink. And unfortunately, unknowingly to her, inside the drink, he has already put some codeine, which will actually make some work in her system and weaken her to enable him carry out his own crime.
The police public relations officer appealed to parents to caution their words on who they mingle with while warning criminals to relocate from Kogi State, as they should be prepared to face the full wrath of the law.
You may be seeing somebody moving as a human being, but it's not a human being. Because this act that this person have carried out, it shows an inhuman act, sending a warning to all criminals to beware that the effective collaboration that the police are having with other agencies and also with the support from the members of the public and the students alike, criminals will not have Kogi State as a safe haven to carry out their heinous act.
The 20-year-old prime suspect Jeremiah Paul, who hails from Chikun local government of Kaduna State, confessed to committing the crime.
I already had it on mind that I'm going to use that $1,000,000, so I bought codeine and Sprite and mixed it up. So I gave it to her because I first drank it so that it don't look like I mixed something inside. So I gave it to her and she drank. When I get close to my house where I live, there was an uncompleted building. So we kneeled on the wall. We were just talking. So gradually, she's feeling weak. Gradually. So and I took her to the uncompleted building. So I strangled her to death. I tied her hand, the clothes she wore. I used to tie her leg. I used cord, and the rope there's a rope they used to use to dry clothes. I used to cover her neck. I tied her neck, and there's another rope I used to tie her hand. So and I dragged her to a bush close to where we live. So there I removed what my native doctor told me she removed. So he sent a driver. He brought a calabash and a knife. So the calabash, he used a black and white cotton to wrap the calabash, and used a red cotton to wrap the knife. So the knife I used to remove the part of her body, which is the eyes, tongue, lungs, intestine, and some part of her ass. So I put it inside the calabash and I wrap it. So and I gave it to the driver, which he sent from Ibadan here to Lokoja. So he will bill it back to Ibadan. So after that, he now will bill my soap here.
The police says the first suspect will be arraigned in court.
You hear babalawo, you hear soup, you hear pass. Abi? See country, come like with the apocalypto. Our country, now they talk about human past like this, so those small children, they market human past. Then those of them who never watch this video, we sit they talk about another thing again. Those of them never watch
Oh, what and what? What and what? Which part of our what and what did you remove from our body? Okay, why did you kill her?
So, why did you remove anything?
I told you now. Why did you kill her?
I don't want to escape. That's why.
Huh?
Can you see my face?
Why did you kill her?
I kidnapped her, like I told you.
You're gonna give doctor a chance to pass.
She was trying to escape. Shall you see my
Where did you
face?
kidnap her from?
She know you before? No.
Where did you kidnap her from?
I brought her here.
Where did you carry her from?
From that gas station side.
Gas station, you carry her?
Yes, sir.
How did you get her contact?
I met her.
You met her where?
She was going home towards that side, but I don't really know where her house is.
Okay. You lure her to this side?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many of you that killed her?
I'm the only one, like I told you.
Where did you kill her? Where?
Around this side, she was trying to run.
Where is your house around here?
That building here.
Which building? This building there.
Yeah,
You kill her inside your house, right?
By the side.
What time? What time?
Towards the evening, around 9.
Then you carry that from. What did you carry that from that
side? I shoot her down. I drag her.
See the rope for the neck.
And nobody sees you, sir.
What time? Around what time?
Towards that after around 9.
Carry this. I can look for nose mask. Give me this hat. What did you remove? The hat. No, the doctor confirmed that they have removed the hat.
You can ask him, sir.
The Oyo came here?
No.
So how do you say? How do you say we should ask the man from Oyo? The Oyo man is not here now. If your Oyo man is here, you remove the hat. Did the Oyo come here?
Which one be which one now? Because now I don't confuse. So Nigeria police wanna ask this boy where which one I will take out of these two stories, because the story now or confuse the whole way. So please be vigilant. On our way be gay. Any small thing never do, you don't turn on because of say you define iPhone, you define something, your palm money not go reach you eat. Wash you at your age now. Or you way now. See the way the game, the boy the explainer. Put codeine, press neck, tire. Cut here, cut here, cut here, cut. He cut all of them. You dey here. Because when they go, your mama go, they advise you, your papa go, they advise you. You go enter here, go come out. Now see. You understand now? So all these boys there, many, the ones where they do wicked. You know they show for face. So those ones will be slow poison and those ones dangerous pass. We will speak English, do like this, wear suit. Those ones say good bad pass. When I see they smoke it, but they misbehave. Those ones are bad. You know if you know say they do bad. So ladies, you understand how they look where? Trust nobody. See, I innocent girl. Go straight to other news, no time. The way Nigeria they go now, because I don't go a lot of places. I don't go Christ Embassy, I don't go Igbe, I don't go like this, I don't go Sele. My brother, my problem not the finish. But thank God, say, I don't know I want church because the kind of testimony when they come from that church, say, even Angel Michael, themselves, they ask that guy, which of the angels they operate that church? Because angels self confused. I'm talking about choosing that church. Their testimony that we AK-47, whether they be 5 and 6, all the members, whether they use gun, they chase them. I don't know. Choosing. How now take the do am? Because I'm not sure saying that they say God where they winners or where they redeem. I'm not sure saying that they say God did that on a church. Because on our own, not be here until I can see this video. We person bring knife, come they want shoot one ball, say the knife turn to paper, nothing do the guy. This guy he bring CCTV because some of them when they laugh, they say their testimony. No, this one bring CCTV come with the guy take Russia. Those are the watch out.
Turn knife into paper. I was in my office. A young man came in. He said there are many people here that is coming back. The third one he came, he said, I want you to help me. Some people want to send money to me. I gave him my account number. He stood outside. I was watching him through my camera. He came in, told me that I paid 50,000 to my account. I checked, I did not see. I said, okay, wait, maybe it's network. So So at a sudden, he said, your own have finished. He rushed me with knife. He stabbed me here. He stabbed me there. He stabbed me around. I called him. I said, I am a choosing.
Hey!
I am a choosing.
Hey!
I am a choosing.
Hey! Is that the encounter we are seeing on the screen there? Is that what we are seeing on the screen there?
So as he stabbed me here and there, God was choosing put edge. It seems that he put me into iron.
Hey!
So the knife was firm, but it didn't scratch me.
Power! Hey!
As we were dragging the knife, we fell down. My secretary now heard a noise. She opened the door and entered. Your man ran away. Then I pursued him. So I tell people to stop him. Then they hold him. We put him to the police net.
Thank you, Father.
Choosy, my brother. Yeah, I come on Sunday. And our testimony too strong. Because what I want to do this, so I just take power for choosing. As that pastor just touch me. So I wear that thing. I know where they go. I so rock. Don't reach there. I'm a choosing. I'm a choosing. Tinubu, who are you? Tinubu, I'm a choosing. Tinubu, get up. Get up. I'm a choosing. Oh yeah, nah. Yeah, I'll take choose myself. I praise. Oh my. Oh, no prayer, I don't work for where government. The government. Go shout, I'm a choosing. My governor live there. Oh yeah, now don't carry your apron go where government do. But I they put all this on the AK-47 story for one place. So I'm a choosing. List of people who want to be billionaire from 2027. The name don't come outside. And it go shock when I say my name dey. I fear. They calculate people account. White people. List of people who want to be billionaire. Trillionaire. They don't already be billionaire. We talk about trillionaire now. People who want to enter trillionaire. In dollars, so not be naira. Not be naira. And I say, Elon Musk. They say 2027, it go be billionaire. I be the first person to cross. Enter. Para talk where trillionaire. Me say me, you know I reach million or reach billion. This man don't they go trillion. Those of you ever watch them?
It's been a difficult year for Elon Musk. Tesla stocks were down. X failed to attract advertisers. He challenged a world leader to a fight. He got into a squabble with a Supreme Court judge and lost a key market. But not all is lost. There is some very good news for Elon Musk. He could be the world's first trillionaire by 2027. Although he won't be alone in the club for too long, by 2028, Indian businessman Gautam Adani could join him. Who else is on this list? And why did some top billionaires not make it? Our next report tells you.
On September 29, 1916, the world got its first billionaire. It was John D. Rockefeller, the founder of America's Standard Oil Company. This was a huge deal for the world. Being a billionaire was seen as an unreachable milestone. Over 100 years later, the world has 2,781 billionaires, and in 3 years, it could have its first trillionaire. Who will it be? A new report says it's Elon Musk. He's on track to become the world's first trillionaire. Now, the Tesla CEO is already the world's richest man. He has a net worth of $251 billion. So how will he breach the $1 trillion mark? Well, the estimate is based on the current growth rate of his wealth. Right now, Elon Musk's wealth is growing at an annual rate of 110%. If that continues, he will be a trillionaire by 2027. But he's not alone. In 2028, he will be joined by Gautam Adani. Right now, his wealth is growing at an annual rate of 123%. If that continues, the Indian businessman will be the second richest person in this club. Third on the list is Jensen Huang. That's the CEO of AI chipmaker NVIDIA. He's seen his wealth go from $3 billion to $90 billion in just 5 years. The fourth person is Prajogo Prangestu. He's an Indonesian energy and mining mogul. Rounding up the top 5 is Bernard Arnold. He's the CEO of luxury goods group LVMH. Currently, he's the world's 3rd richest person. He will make it to the trillionaire club by 2030. So will Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg. Nike's former CEO Phil Knight will also enter the club that year. Reliance chairman Mukesh Ambani will achieve the same status in 2033. He is currently Asia's richest man. The CEO of Dell, Michael Dell, will also enter the club by 2033. Former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer will do it by 2034. So it looks like the world will have 10 trillionaires in the next 10 years. But there are some big names missing. For example, Jeff Bezos. He is currently the world's 2nd richest man. He has a net worth of $200 billion. Yet Bezos won't become a trillionaire until 2036.
SpaceX and Elon Musk.
Now, of course, all of this is a prediction. It's not certain. Take Elon Musk, for example. In 2021, he was worth $340 billion. Today, he's worth far less. So it truly depends on markets and stock fluctuations. But if the current predictions hold true, over a century after it got its first billionaire, the world will welcome its first trillionaire.
You see, you don't suppose stop to make money. We will never get $1 million. You don't get billions. Now the billions or they go trillions. Wait. When I know the rest for hustling, me. If $2,000 reach my account, my brother, I'm going to see myself like I work for hair. Yeah, my house not they contain me again. Outside. If that money not remain $50, no they come. This guy. Oh, this rich man, they will try you. No, I will get billions of dollars for inside account. And when I see the driver, when I see the type. Oh, my brother. If they were $1 million with my account, my brother. First, now the king for our community. 2 slap. Toto. Get up fast. No time. Oh my. Guys, I work like you clean the happy TV. 4 guests. Sorry. I don't need to add that one. That one. But that was very straight. Nicki Minaj. Guy, I like enjoyment now. Those people who they see for movie, you understand? You use imagination. My brother, straight in. You don't understand. You don't get money, stop. They say this guy start to eat $1 million. He go see reach 500 years before the money go finish. Now they go trillion. And we there here. If 100,000 enter my account, if the money not remain 5,000, I know they feel they go work again. I don't know why. The money you come, they control me. I feel get plan. No. So this money come, I'll just buy this TV, then do this thing. Money will just come. All the plan I get, I'll come say, you don't say you want to buy TV that because I say, money hold on first, not the rush. You understand? Before we just turn around, like money don't go. This man, when they try all these rich people, if they control money, if you can control money, my brother, fear those people. Go straight to other news, no time. This all they do giddy, they fall big boy for social media. Say because we don't get 100K followers, 1 million followers, 2 million followers, 3 million followers. We'll come like say, now we be the we'll go to work out for hair. We'll go to like say, now we don't get this word. Come, just come. Come see. When I see person where they my back, so I don't even need to call a person, a brother be this. When I see this brother where they my back, so my shame man, I be this. I suppose to call a shame man. Not call a cat. Who go call a say a cat? Meow. Na rich man, a big woman, I you see here so. This cat don't win Guinness Book of Record. With they run for. I want a winner. They pray to God. They do like this. They call Allah. They do like this. Cats don't winner. I take winner. The most followed cat for Instagram. Put Instagram when they say over 4.something million. Cat. Meow. Ologbo. We follow us. I don't know whether a cat they follow them. Maybe say as human be wicked though. Why me we be human? When they talk, when you they hear. People when they follow me for Instagram, you go 350, 355, go come back. Today they go follow me. Tomorrow they go unfollow me. I just look on now cats get followers past most of una, and you know they show itself. Una know how much he worth. This cat, you know, just for door. The cat worth $100 million. Brother, $100 million. Now this cat get for your account. Cat meow get $100 million. He not still there. He get his own food company where they produce food. They do like this. They do things. Get brand. Cat meow. And you never get 100K follower. You know, let person hear word insult. See now. Ologbo get followers pass us. You can even get money. Bros. And all these white people say, I don't understand. How do they use pets till they make money like this? The only pet we buy that time, now it's also trouble. Now bring all give us. If you not buy person today, you will buy person tomorrow. Tomorrow you not shop shit. Next tomorrow, sometimes you run follow get. We not see our dog. You see, those of you who get pets, if you not get talent, you can still use them. Snap people, snap people like this, man. People snap self. Africa, they not get that time. How they want to shop your pet. The day when this man go die now, they will give us state burial. If you know say you grab, you get body, you fit do all this SS work like bodyguard. You fit do one. My brother inbox me, I get work for you. Yesterday, Trump call me. When I say Trump, meaning former US president, we the contest now. He call me, say, Pararan. He say, not trust anybody again for US. I say, my friend, talk to me. What do you mean? He said they want Bufamu. He said another one don't happen again. Say they want. Say so now, you not trust the white. He want me to recruit people for her. Those of them never wash away. Trump, they don't any recruit from again. Oh yeah, regardez là-bas.
Driver, take 2 steps to your right. Take 2 steps to your right. Come back. Driver, walk straight back. Keep walking. Keep that long.
As I can, then we'll do all the questions that we can get to. Right about 1:55 p.m. yesterday afternoon, we received a bolo, we'll be on the lookout, from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, which contained information that a suspect had just been involved in an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. They gave us a vehicle description and a tag number. And so we immediately deployed out to the interstate because the information was that the suspect was possibly headed north on I-95. So every available unit obviously went out. We covered every exit. We were from the mile marker at the county line between Palm Beach County and Martin, and then St. Lucie County line. One of my road patrol deputies, very alertly, even though it was weekend traffic, I-95, saw the vehicle and called it out. You know, we have a thing here in Martin County, hashtag wrong exit. We don't let cars get out of here, but we also don't do traffic stops until we're ready. So we followed the vehicle till my big pickup trucks got on location, and with those big front end bumpers, they maneuvered that vehicle to a stop, so there was no chase. Then they effected what we call a felony stop. They called the suspect out. He came back and he was handcuffed, and we contained him there until the arrival of the federal authorities. The Secret Service was there very fast, and then the FBI did show up a short time later. We turned the suspect over to the FBI and reopened the interstate. The interstate was shut down, northbound, southbound. St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office deployed their bomb detection dog. We had to make sure. And we didn't take any statements from the suspect. We didn't recover any evidence. We turned the car and the suspect over to the federal authorities. So I'm going to stop, open questions.
So now if you can, you understand now, impose me again, I mean they recruit for him. You see us, they do their thing, see investigation, see body cam. So they be like film. Be like say they watch a blacklist or they watch, they see everything it be like a movie. Be like 24. See the way they catch the guy, see FBI, see dress, see police. The uniform, the scent, better perf, everything. See their car, classic. Some country police car. Okay, now when a cockroach, now they stay there on a rat, I don't know. This model will calm, and I not get. Even walk, I they go calm. Walking, talking, they not even get. Now MTN radio and this thing that they use, they not the shame for country. See the way they investigate matter. See the way police be. See how the thing they sweet. They say Nigeria. Even as Trump, if you go tell the police here, they don't any move me again. Just now they say, you Trump said they one place. They one place. You two they waka. They one place. Now worry, we will investigate the matter. I lie. They don't say, man, go road, go do Roger. Country, every country they develop. I don't know whether they go down. No. I don't know. Every day we still do one place. They fight one fight. NNPC, I've been what with us. They fight fuel. We see the battle fuel. Go straight on that little time. So all this wahala where they this country so we not put people where they shake all these things for us. All this fuel wahala. This modern world though, we see they get fuel. We see now fuel matter. Now we see day now. Where every country don't leave fuel wahala. The day other side. Nigeria see the fuel problem. Nigeria see the light problem. This modern world though, fuel where they say, not be say that they do for what we call they buy credit from Nigeria. Later we call they pay. No, waiting that they sell. We won't buy you. NNPC go talk, go another thing. Now go to refinery, go talk, go another place. This country not just compose. All of you, all the rich people in this country, wanna feed this country. Because when they make money from this country, when just want to sink everybody. This is a country we're supposed to see they talk about fuel. Nigeria is supposed to even talk about fuel. Supposed to talk about things we want to go up, go space. Nigeria is not supposed to even talk about light. This modern world. But see the kind of news where they come outside of our country. Our neighboring country, they laugh us. Today, they say Dangote sell fuel like this. Tomorrow, NNPC will say, no, Dangote not sell like this. Dangote will say, no, he not do NNPC like this. EFCC, DSS, the rest. What don't they even do, safe? So they just leave NNPC and Dangote and the rest, may they just the walk Nigerians. Be like when I know they talk, feel they touch them. This one go talk go here, this one go talk go here. When I know they investigate nothing, when I just leave these people, may they just use the country and the cities just they play ball. Which kind of country be this? When I just get person headache. I don't talk, I don't tire. Oh, now I say Lord day, this day, but nothing they work. Whether the Lord they give them sleeping tablets, I carry codeine you don't come in not crazy you. We see the drag fuel, light. They even bandits. They do TikTok. They do like this. They do video. They send. They don't catch them. Yeah, they disgrace the country. And let me know they get regard to any of them. We get depots. All of them are fed this country everywhere. Crazy people. This news now for my Delta people, especially the governor of Delta State. I don't come again. I know say you don't retire, say Pararan, when I run my garon, I beg, but this will not be problem. I not carry my own problem come. Your own party problem I carry come. This will not be a citizen of Delta State like this. No. Your PDP, waiting they do some people for PDP. They don't do people shege. They play people like football. PDP, whether they contest to be a world chairman, when I already know we cannot be politicians. For Wokbe, like this thing happen. People don't vote, people don't win, they don't write name. They say before they look, no other people come. They go change everything. So they say, make I come meet you, make I tell you. Then you know what they happen. Those of you who don't know what the man won't tell you now. Oh yeah, regardless.
My name is Mr. Alex Igbara from Jakpa Merenje community. I contested in the recently concluded PDP World Congress that was done across the 25 local governments. But I contested as the World Chairman in Federal Ward 9 Okpe local government. The election took place on the 9th of June this year, 2024. 3 persons contested against me for the position of the World Chairman. One Mr. Jackson Olokpa and one Mr. Imoba Bomiemie, the former Vice World Chairman. I came up, after the election, I came up with 20 votes, while Akpomeme came out with 4 votes, and Jackson Olokpa came out with 0 votes. The other person again that also contested in that election was one Iman Nigeria Yamike, who happened to be my vice. He also won the person that contested against him on that very day of the election in Onyeke Town Hall, Okpe local government, Delta State. The other person that also contested is one Mr. Victor Sokode. He also contested for the position of the Secretary of the Ward, of which he also won. But on that very day, the elders that did the Congress was 16 leaders and 17 ESCOs. After the election, we found out that out of the 16 leaders, 14 voted for me, including about 8 other or 10 other federal ESCO that voted for me. That made me to emerge as the winner of the election of the World PDP Congress that was done on 9th of June this year, 2024. But after the Congress, we now heard that one leader and some others, one former House of Reps member, Honorable Napoleon Gbinije, and one Mr. Joseph Abozi, and one Mr. Chief Onwin Iriromu from Onyeke community, they went outside the ward a place called Jakpa Road in Iwari to do a selection of names, of which they now compile another list as against we that won the election on that June 9. So, and according to them, they said that it was that their own list they now submitted to the Okbe LGA ESCOs. And it will surprise you to note, sir, that on that day, the election of the World PDP Congress was conducted in Onyeke Community Town Hall in Okbe local government. The party at the LGA level, led by Honorable Efeuko, sent 7 delegates of the LGA ESCO to come and conduct the Federal Ward 9 PDP Congress election. 7 of the LGA ESCOs were the ones that even conducted the election, including our outgone ward chairman, the person of Barrister Abraham Agba. But at the end of, after the election, we were told that they went to submit the names of those that did not conduct and that did not partake in the election. At the end of the day, they said that it was the list that the governor accepted. As we speak, though they have been sworn in, but the people of the ward, Federal Ward 9, Okpe local government, as it stands now, they are not happy. They are even saying that come 2027, when the gubernatorial election of Honorable Sheriff Oberewori will be conducted, that they are not going to participate in that election because of this injustice that has been meted on me and my other ESCO that won at the Congress. That's the reason why we actually send those videos and those photos to you, to ask a question, even answer a governor who is from Okpe. Because they make you answer for we. Because now the good work when you they do be that, when we know say now you they do. We can say, we can answer and say when they conduct a primary between him and a Davie, when he win. In that Mrs. Juliet Igowotu WhatsApp platform where all the evidence is there, so you will see their parallel list when they write. You will see my name when it did as the number 1 in the list of the ESCO when we say he win election on one side. So we explain them, follow how the photos them for be for inside that WhatsApp platform of Mrs. Juliet Igowotu. You will see the attendance of the Congress. People when attend the Congress, you will see the list, the names of leaders and the federal ESCOs. You will see their names inside. So now so it be. Now so the names stay there. So you will see them like that. So go through that Mrs. Juliet Igowotu, that number, that woman number when I send you. Go through the her platform. You will see more of the explanation of what happened. You know, so I tell you, say me when they talk, so now maybe Mr. Alex Egban from Jakpa Mereje community. Jakpa Mereje they among the community when form Federal Ward 9 for Okpe local government. Ward 9 I be our ward for where I for contest for the position of the ward chairman. So, and I tell you, say, na me be the person when win the election by the vote. You will see the result of the vote posted. You will see the pictures of the LGA ESCOs when he can't do the election, including the ward chairman. Even at the end of that election, you will see the pictures when me and the former ward chairman enter when he table congratulate me on the very day of the election. So go through the lady WhatsApp platform. More explanation there inside, so we not pass like that.
So anything where you fit do, governor, I beg, attend to your people. These are your party people, because all these things they bring problem. 2027 they come. If una party go get problem like this now, how the other ones go look? So who don't win the something? You understand? And maybe you not know now governor. Maybe you don't know. Because all these people, we from this place to this place, that they cause problem for country. So attend to these people. You'd already hear from them. So I don't deliver on a message. Sorry, say delay because of the head full. And those of una way they change the something. On a picture, then I be this. They give me. I don't just call name. I want just go settle this thing amicably. Because this one on our own. PDP. And I said to her, mama, we'll go straight to that is no time. So some of them will say, you look so, you understand, so gorgeous. I don't want to use that song. I don't want to use her. I look gorgeous. Leave her like that. I understand that. You don't already know who they do. Like that. Today, guy, upload a finish work. So if you like what you are, anywhere you day for the world, call her. Posoko na the runner. Anywhere you day will deliver. Okay, my view, okay, pinty, okay, relationship. So anywhere you day, even if you need all these things, go help you see buy them. Ship can give you both the cap, all these things. You get the connect. What that's something so now you know about that. We say, nice one, bro. What do you?
Pararan what you do blue? Pararan what you do blue? Umile richo woko ya urobo.
Pararan what you do blue?
Umi organizo woko ya urobo.
Pararan what you do blue?
Urobo ubuko wa data state ubuko.
Pararan what you do blue?
Nigeria ubuko wa Africa ubuko wa.
Pararan what you do blue?
Urobole nako aye ubuko wa
Pararan what you do blue?
Amalekbe moso what you do blue ayo
Pararan what you do blue?